Bossy here, back with another video, and today we're going to start our divisional playoff overview of every single game and what I think is going to happen and stuff that you guys should watch for while watching it. We're starting off with the Packers and Rams. And why I'm starting off with it is because this is the number one defense against the number one offense in the NFL. And surprisingly, the number one defense ends up being the number 6 seed. They just beat the Seahawks, my Seahawks. And as we've seen before, most teams, the better defense wins the matchup. The real question is, can Jared Goff be able to lead his team decent enough to beat this Packers team? As you see, Davante Adams with that catch. This is a 2018 game, so this won't show you much since the Rams are 7-0. But Davante Adams and Jalen Ramsey's matchup is going to be incredible. And this is the number one cornerback, in my opinion, against definitely the number one or number two wide receiver. It's either between him or DeAndre Hopkins. But with Aaron Rodgers and that offense is explosive. It's whether or not the Rams could stop it. They have a great defense, great secondary with Jalen Ramsey, Darius Williams, John Johnson the third, and more to add to that list. A great pass rush, as your most Rams fans are hoping that Aaron Donald will be able to play, which is definitely going to intrigue me. One of the things that led this offense during their 2018 Super Bowl run, or this team during the 2018 Super Bowl run, was the offense. And you may be like, oh, it's probably because Todd Gurley. Todd Gurley had a big part in it, but you look at the receiving core. Jared Goff is not a bad quarterback. In my opinion, they should release Jared Goff at the end of the season, but obviously that's me being a Seahawks fan. I think he's horrible. I think he's a terrible quarterback. But the weapons they have on offense should be able to at least score on the Packers a few times. The Packers defense isn't anything special. It isn't anything too hard. They do have a great secondary with Greedy Williams, Jaire Alexander, and even more to go with it. And with Adrian Amos, but the Rams receivers with Robert Woods and Cooper Kupp are tough to stop. We learned that because Jared Goff is not a great quarterback. We've learned that Robert Woods and Cooper Kupp have carried this entire team. We're hoping Cooper Kupp's all right as well, but the question is, which of the two is going to come out on top, the number one offense or the number one defense? In my opinion, number one defenses win a lot more. You go back to 2013 Super Bowl, Broncos versus Seahawks. You saw the Seahawks dominated that game with a pretty good offense as well. I believe and then there's other situations. The Eagles might have had the number one defense when they played against the Pats and ended up beating them. That little thing, those little things, those statistics are going to prove which teams can be better in this game. And Aaron Rodgers is the definite MVP. Davante Adams is the best wide receiver in the league. And Aaron Jones has talent to go with it. Can they stop Jalen Ramsey? Can they be able to go through Jalen Ramsey? On my point of view, Aaron Rodgers is looking like his prime self. One of the things that helps them the most is him being able to pass it to Aaron Jones, run it with Aaron Jones, being able to do play actions, being able to trust the best route runner in the NFL. Something with Jalen Ramsey is his physicality. His physicality dominates the field. Jalen Ramsey is one of the best physical receivers of all time. You could say Deion Sanders is, but Deion Sanders was more of a coverage guy that relied on his hands. Jalen Ramsey wants to get in your face. And especially with no fans, Jalen Ramsey can definitely go off of that and get so much out of it because you can see screaming by DK, and then he got in his head and realized, you know what? Let's just keep it rolling. So that's really what's going to come to tell the truth is if Jalen Ramsey can stop Davante Adams. You obviously got Marquez Valdes-Scantling's pretty solid at his job to be that secondary slot wide receiver, but That's the thing, is they have Darius Williams to lock him up. Do I think Jared Goff can lead this team to the Super Bowl? No. Do I think the number one defense can lead this team to the Super Bowl? 100%. Uh, it's going to be an exciting matchup. One of the things that will help the Rams a lot offensively is their play action use. You saw it in the Seahawks game. They ended the game using the play action to their selves and used it, took advantage of it, because Cam Akers is a great running back. If Cam Akers can get hot, that'd be awesome. Obviously, the Packers have a great DT in Kenny Clark, but you look at the Rams team and the play action catch them off guard. They have two good tight ends, Gerald Everett and Tyler Higbee. And then they also have Cooper Kupp and Robert Woods, who are great out of the play action set. If you guys want to know who I think is going to win this game, I am going to take the Packers. I think Aaron Rodgers is too much to handle. Davante Adams has burnt many good corners. It's going to be an exciting matchup, but that's what I think. Tell me what you guys think in the comments. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.